Hey guys, so I was gonna do a day in the life and then I stopped filming halfway through the day, but you know what, I didn't stick to it because that's not what I really wanted. That's what somebody else wanted. Like maybe one day I will want a day in the life. I will want to film a day in the life, but not today. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about my recent dreams. Okay, so a couple days I have 3 dreams from the past 3 nights, so this is going to be in chronological order. First one, I had a dream that I was back in high school and for some reason I was wearing my roller skates. Now the night before I was looking at my roller skates that I don't use, and I was wearing those same exact ones in the dream. I'm wearing the roller skates and I didn't bring any other shoes. So I couldn't take them off. Why couldn't I just walk around in my socks? I don't know. But I'm falling all over the place. It was mad embarrassing. I don't know why. And it was just no bueno. And everyone was looking at me. And I went to the lunch line and I was trying to get some food. Bro, I got the food and I slipped. The food all fell. Why did that happen? That was a very odd dream. Okay, if you guys want to analyze it, you can. I don't really know too much. I'm not really into Freud. He had that latent meaning and manifest meaning. Not my vibe. Okay, so the next day I had a dream. So I met this guy in the club. And he looked exactly like this guy I met in the club in real life. So probably that's where that came from. But that was a couple months ago, so whatever. So we go on a date. He asked me on a date. And it's going to be a double date with him and his friend, boy, and some girl. So we get to the place and it's kind of like a karaoke place. So there's the outside and then there's the room where you do the karaoke. So we put our jackets down on the outside and then we get into the room where we do the karaoke. It's me, my date, and my date's friend. We're waiting for the other girl. And so I'm flirting with him. For some reason, I like reached in his pocket and stole his wallet. I guess I was trying to make sure he had money or like that his identity was his. I don't know. But that happened, and then I was like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. And then I went outside and I looked in the wallet and then I put it under his jacket, right? And then I come back pretty quick because I didn't actually need to use the bathroom. And I come back and he's kissing his friend. What? And this whole time we were waiting for the other girl stood him up. She's not coming. And he's like, I'm like, what the finna is going on? He's like, no, this is just, I'm very affectionate. This is how I this is how I treat my friends. I was cheering him up. You just kissed him. And it wasn't just like there was lip on lip. Maybe there was some tongue. I don't know. I was like, like, it's not even, I'm an ally, right? And it's the first day of Pride. But that's rude. You're supposed to be on a date with me. And I took time out of my day to come there. Anyway, so then the friend, he's like, oh my god, oh my god. He takes me into another room and he's like, yo, listen, like, he's crazy about you. Like, you're just getting the wrong image of things, blah, blah, blah. And like, he hasn't stopped talking about you since you guys met, and it wasn't that serious. I'm like, it wasn't that serious. So he kisses all his friends? You're supposed to kiss me. And I didn't even want to kiss him after that. And actually the guy in real life, he wasn't a good kisser, so. He was too horned up. You know what? Should I talk about this? Yeah. You know when somebody's just too horned up, they're like too free, just going too fast. Like, no, you gotta enjoy the kiss. Like, I didn't even want to get into all that. And he got mad and kicked me out because I was not trying to go further. Just leave it at that. Like kissing is an art. People don't understand. Anyway, what was my dream today? I met this guy, and he was so hot, and he was like foreign. I think maybe he was like Russian or something, and he had an accent, and we like hit it off. But then I had to leave. For some reason, I I don't know. We were hanging out, and the setting of this was my elementary school cafeteria. Right. So I'm walking, and we're chatting it up, and I'm like, oh my god, no, I have to go. I need to leave. Like, I don't want to leave you. And basically, we fell in love, and then I had to, what's it called? I had to go. And then, so we got separated, and then, right as I'm about to get on the train that's in the cafeteria for some reason, he, like, I see him, and then I'm like, oh my god, and then we run, and then we hug, and he spins me around, and then I'm whisked into the train by the masses because everyone's rushing to try to get into the train, and then I never saw him again. It was really sad. He was really hot. Привет! I'm gonna come back with more dreams. Be quiet, be quiet. I'm filming. Oh. Okay. Last night's dream. Okay, so I was at my old house, and there's this hill that you can walk over, and to like get to the main road, and it's kind of like a shortcut, but it's also like a garage for like, what's it called? For the residents of the apartment building there, right? So for some reason, I didn't have any clothes on. I didn't have any clothes on. Like I was naked, and I'm like trying to cover myself up, and I saw somebody like walk past, and he's like side eyeing me. I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? And I'm like hiding in a corner, and then motherfucker calls the police on me or something, tries to open an investigation on me, talking about I'm stalking him and doing exhibitionism. What? And okay, and then after that, I remembered an instance where I had seen him again once before, and it was like we were both walking the same way, but he was like, I don't know, he was like kind of looking at me crazy. So I like smiled. I'm like, and it was Halloween. I was dressed up in my costume, and I was like, oh, do you want some candy? And he was like, no, that's okay. And then I just went on my way. So imagine my surprise when he's pressing me. I'm naked in the corner trying to hide, talking about I'm stalking him. And then somehow his wife got involved. I don't really remember. But that was my dream from last night. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys what today's dream is. So usually if I see something right before I go to sleep, that's what I'm gonna dream about. Today is these two crazy guys. I don't know if I could play the music. Okay, it's these twins. They're Spanish, and and they just be dancing. They were. So I don't really remember too much. I know we were in a hotel, and one of them was my little stinky, yeah. And something happened, and then some big guys were coming because they were doing fraud, and then somehow there was cash just flying everywhere, and I'm trying to grab some cash, and then but they're trying to kill us, so I had to get out of there. You know, that's none of my business. And I don't know why they would put me in that position. And then he got mad at me for leaving. How you gonna be mad at me? You just put me in a dangerous position. No me joda. Okay, that's all I remember. Sorry. Hey guys, today's dream was really weird. Don't mind my hair. I parted it so I could braid it. But it was so weird. Okay, so I for some reason decided to retake the MCAT. But it wasn't even the format of the MCAT. It had like some MCAT formats. And then it had some SHSAT formats. What? And then, so before the last section, I decided, okay, let me drive home. Right. And then I get home and my dad is he's trying to adopt this dog, this stinky ass dog. And I'm yelling at him. I'm like, no, do not bring this dog into the house. It's gonna stink. There's not enough space, blah, blah, blah. I get back to my thing and Shorty is not trying to let me like finish the test, because there was a part of the test where you had to sing. It was so weird. There was a part of the test where you had to sing. I can't sing, so I went to do another part real quick and then I came back. Oh, and then I took like a bathroom break at some point and the bathroom was nasty, disgusting. And what else happened? And then somehow I was transported to a different realm. Right. And there was this evil person that was pretending to be not evil. And then they were saying I was evil. And then this portal opened up where you could get out of this realm that was not, it was like so overstimulating. Okay, you know the feeling of like when your foot falls asleep and it's like staticky? That's what the realm was. And then somebody was helping the evil person get out of the realm through the portal. I'm gonna braid my hair now. I don't know.